Kia ora. This is Kiaoraoz. Welcome to the channel. I'm Darren, and this is the continuation of a lap that my late wife Selena and I started in June of 2023. After her passing, I decided to continue the journey solo, safe in the knowledge that she will always be a part of my journey. Follow along and find out what it's like to travel this vast continent solo. Ka kite. Kia ora Oz, kia ora whānau. So I'm back on the road again. Last 2 days I just spent in an emergency overflow camp in Exmouth because I couldn't get anywhere else. And I wasn't due to my next stop until today. So I'm heading south to Monkeymia, being the final destination of this video. But first up, I'm heading to a place called Bullara Station, which is about an hour south of Exmouth. I'm there for the next 2 nights. Then into Coralbay, which is still on the Nanga reef, for 2 nights. And then I'll be into Monkeymia. So yeah, that's the plan for the next few days and what we'll be doing on this video, so buckle up and come along. So we're at the entry to the iconic Bullara Station. So I just set up camp and looked out the door and saw this outside. What are you up to, mate? Eh? Oh, it's a big place. Very popular. It took just on an hour and a half for me to check in because there were so many people here. It was amazing. This is the camp kitchen. I've seen these heaps of times on YouTube. The showers and the drums. So cool, iconic as. I'm guessing the wind's causing havoc, but just coming through the front gates, and you can see why this is a bit of a destination. They've got a cafe here that serves all that you want. The restaurant at night, you got to book in, so I've booked in. It's sat with a whole heap of other people, so I don't think I'll have any problems about meeting up with someone. They'll do that tonight for me, pretty much. And then I've seen YouTube of this place on burger night where they cook heaps of burgers on a big open fire out the front. I think that's Friday nights. I think I've missed that, but that's okay. I've ordered a steak for tonight, so that's already on order. Not sure if they cook it in the same place, but we'll see tonight. They have a campfire going every night at the bar, which opens at 4:30, and at the camp kitchen. You can have your own campfire, but I think I'll stick to the camp one. Hopefully you're hearing this. And then yeah, I'll go back and watch the replay of the test, because it's on a bit early here, so yeah, see how we go. So yesterday I travelled into Bullara Station, which is a station stay about an hour south of Exmouth. I'm here for 2 nights. So out tomorrow into Coralbay. Awesome little spot. One of those quirky little, well, not so much little, but one of those quirky station stays, cattle station stays that you find around when you're travelling around. But they have a couple of things that happen here that are quite iconic. So Sam's fun fact, the station's owned and operated by the Shellcross family since the late 1950s. The Bullara Station is an outback cattle station set on nearly 250,000 acres between Coralbay and Exmouth. So this is a popular stay. They do things here like a big campfire, and they have a burger night on Friday night. Obviously I missed that, where they cook up to 500 burgers over an open fire on a big fire pit in a night. So yeah, it's quite an iconic place to stay. Yeah, so last night went to dinner at the restaurant here. It's a communal affair where you get sat at a table with whomever. Met a couple of really nice couple from down in Perth. Had an awesome steak and peach Melbourne homemade ice cream for dessert, which was awesome. So there's only one course, so if you want dinner you're going to see what it is and then you book in. So yeah, really good spot. Today's a bit crappy. The weather ain't that good, so I'm going to spend the day doing a bit of editing. I might go and have a quick look around the station, but I'm going to do some editing and then watch a couple of movies, because it's really not a conducive day to being out doing things, to be honest. And then into Coral Bay tomorrow, hopefully get some fishing in. Alright, so I'm going to clean up and start my day. Oh, we've got a little bit of sun come out, which is good. Hopefully get some charge into the batteries to last me the night. Should be okay. Just going to head over and see if they've got fridge magnets, and have a look at what else is in the shops, and then get something for lunch. A bit raggedy looking. There's a couple of walks you can do around here. I've only got my jandals on, so have a quick look down this track. Travel day today, heading out of Bullara Station and into Coral Bay. It's only about an hour's drive, if that. So an easy pack up this morning, nice and slow, and leave as close to 10 o'clock as I can so I can check into the next place. Had a couple of, walked around the station a little bit yesterday, not much happening. The weather wasn't really crash hot. Beautiful today. Cows are out. Blue skies, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good day. So yeah, I'll be heading off to Coral Bay. Sam's fun fact, so when I checked in here and set up camp, walked out the front door, there's a bloody goanna sitting there. So quite a young goanna by the look of it. Wasn't as big as some of the ones I've seen in the past, but the goanna is one of several species of lizard of the genus Varanus, found in Australia and Southeast Asia. Around 70 species of Varanus are known, 25 of which are found in Australia. So a goanna is not necessarily a goanna, or the same species of goanna, wherever you're going. They're carnivorous. They can go up to a length of 2.5 meters. And they prey on any animal they can catch that is small enough to eat whole. There you go. Like most lizards, goannas lay eggs. Most lay eggs in a nest or burrow, but some species lay their eggs in termite mounds. Unlike other species of lizards, goannas do not have the ability to regrow limbs or tails. Alright, so I'm going to clean up, hook up, and get on the road for the day. And just like that, I'm set up at Coral Bay. Pretty tight sites, and she's a pretty popular van park, and it's very, very busy. Anyway, I'll go out and have a look at the beach. The rocks are just here. And I know there's a bar across the road. What a shame. Need them all lined up to come in now. Oh my god. How good does that look? So while I was in Exmouth, I upgraded my Starlink from Gen 2 to Gen 3. So essentially what I did was, the way that I upgraded was I bought the Gen 3 equipment, and that got delivered to me in Exmouth, and then I waited until the end of my billing period, and I paused the Gen 2 account and activated the Gen 3 account. You've got to just go on and buy a new account. Basically it's the same price, but then you've got two accounts running. So I paused the Gen 2 account at the end of the billing period and activated the Gen 3 account. Now I'll go back and cancel the Gen 2 account, and then that'll just give me one account, but essentially I'm only getting charged the same amount of money. So that equipment arrived, and what I did at the same time, and the reason I wanted to go upgrade to Gen 3 was so that I could flat mount it on top of the roof rack on the car and have internet all the time, so that when I ran out of phone signal I would still have connectivity in the car in all of those places where you can't get any signal, to run maps and wiki camps and all that sort of stuff. So at the same time I ordered a mount from Outcamp. I'll put the details down below. I ordered a mount for the roof rack to mount the Starlink on the roof rack of the car flat. A little bit of mucking around, but we got there. So not as straightforward as I'd hoped, but that's not going anywhere from there. Or there, nut. So Coralbay today, and then head out again tomorrow. So it was only it was under an hour's drive to get here yesterday, but I did have to shoot back to Exmouth to pick up a parcel that came in. Luckily it didn't come after I'd left for monkeymia, and that was mount Starlink on the roof of the car, so that's all done, which is good. And yeah, so today I'm going to head out and see if I can get onto the beach somewhere. I certainly will be getting in the water at some point, and hopefully I can get some fishing done at some point. So the intention is to spend all day out. So take you along. Sam's fun fact. So we're still on the coral, on the Nanga reef, and there's evidence found by archaeologists that indicates that indigenous people have been present in the Nanga region for over 32,000 years. The world's oldest beaded necklace was discovered in the Mandu Creek rock shelter alongside campfire residue in the layers of surrounding limestone caves. There you go. The first European sighting of the Northwest Cape was made in early 1618 by a crew member of the Dutch ship Zeewolf. The district has remained largely uninhabited for decades following due to its dry climate and remote location. So there you go, Nanga Reef, 32,000 years ago. It's amazing. Alright, I'm going to head out for the day. Not much luck with the fishing, so I can have a bit of a snorkel. Looks really nice out here. Caught a long tom, I think, but threw it back. It's just been a sensational day out here today. A bit windy now, but I put the awning in case it blows away. Like a big day today, big travel day. Probably 6-7 hours on the road today, heading south to monkeymia. So we're starting to head into the cooler weather, unfortunately. Anyway, these things have got to be done. Just spent the whole day on the beach yesterday. It was awesome. Did some snorkeling, did some fishing, caught a long tom. Never seen one before. Strange thing. How the hell? Anyway. So I'm going to head, clean up and hook up and head out. I'm on the road pretty early. I should be on the road by 7:30, just to give me a bit of a head start. And then, yeah, stop monkeymia. Sam's fun fact. So this will be the end of my time on the Nanga reef for this. For this lap anyway, next year maybe. I really enjoyed it and it's awesome. It's really, if you ever get a chance to visit the Nanga coast, do it, worthwhile. Sam's fun fact, the Nanga reef is home to over 500 species of fish. Interestingly, 60 or 70% of all these fish species belong to just 10 families. Some of the categories of fish are some of the categories of fish that I've seen, wrasses, parrotfish, sturgeon fish, damselfish, angelfish, tigerfish, trevallies, jacks, gabbies, blennies, cods, gropers, trumpetfish, flatmouths, scorpionfish, moray eels, snappers, sweetlips, and batfish. And of course, the bigger fish, the biggest one of all, whale shark, which I did see and swam with. Okay, alright, so let's get on the road. So I just crossed the 26th parallel, which means I'm no longer in the northwest, which must mean I'm in the southwest. Apparently the 26th parallel is the border between the northwest and the southwest. There you go. Okay, so heading south of the Tropic of Capricorn now. So when I was going up the middle, if you remember, I was heading north of the Tropic of Capricorn. So this is the western side. Made it to Monkeymia. Just walking through the monkey bar. It's 7 hours on the road, but oh my god, look at that. How cool is that? Hey? Awesome. Big camp there at these beachfront villas. Right on the beach, and then the poolside ones. A restaurant and bar over there. There's another bar down further along, so it's pretty well set up, and then you have garden view villas. A whole heap of unpowered sites over there. And then all the powered sites off in the distance. Down here. overcast and blowy this morning, but that's not what I ordered. So anyway, I'll go down and check out these dolphins. They do it early in the morning. Hopefully the weather keeps the crowds away. Oh well, that was a bit of a failure. Rain's come in, it's got blowy. It's turned it into quite a shitty day. This might be one of those finish editing, watch movies day, I think. Anyway, I'm going to go to Denham to pick up some supplies, so I'll do that this morning and then see how the weather goes. Morena. So I drove in, you will have seen already that I drove into Monkeymia yesterday, so it was a fairly mammoth 7.5 hours on the road yesterday to get here, and of course I'm now south of the Tropic of Capricorn, and I did cross the 26th parallel, which meant I was no longer in West Australia, but then turned north to come up the peninsula at Sharkbay to Monkeymia and cross the 26th parallel again. So technically I'm still in northwest Western Australia. Beautiful here yesterday, unbelievable, really. Glass water. I was thinking to myself, wow, kayak coming off tomorrow and I'm going to get into it. But as you can see up here, and as you can tell by my attire, the weather has turned to shit today. So raining when I woke up, drizzling. I walked over to have a look at the dolphin experience, thinking, oh, maybe that'll keep the people away, but there were still tons of people here. But then it started raining a bit harder, and to be honest, it's just not worth waiting to see if the dolphins came in or not. So I'll head over there later this afternoon if it clears up and have another look. But today looks like it's going to be a bit of a editing, cleaning up and watching movie day. So yeah, first, it took me a while to find the rain sign, by the way. First day really like this for a long time. So, Sam's fun fact: a small pod of dolphins from a larger superpod regularly swim to shore up to 3 times a day, and on average 7 or 8 dolphins regularly visit, with up to 20 others visiting less frequently. It can take several years before they gain the confidence. Park rangers closely supervise the interaction and hand feed fish to the dolphins. Visitors are urged not to touch the dolphins. There's a lot of rules that you get given when you come in. Due to strict management, only 5 adults are fed and provided no more than 10% of their daily dietary intake. But pretty much that's what Monkeymia is famous for, the dolphins coming in. And yeah, it's a bit, there's plenty of people down here to have a look at it in the mornings and for the dolphin experience. So anyway, I might go out to the pier a little later on if it clears up a bit and see what we can see. Alright, so I'm going to clean up and then, I don't know, watch a movie. Quite a bit calmer this morning, no wind. Sun's poking through, still a bit overcast, but no rain and no wind, so we'll go down and try take 2. Wow.
He's chasing some fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Carlton's a bloody scavenging behind it.
There you go, you nearly went for
Now
a
I can go for a swim, yeah? the water is sensational. $21 degrees, so it was 24 degrees up in coralbay, no, Exmouth, and then 23 in coralbay, now it's 21 here, so it's getting cooler. But look at the water there, it's just...
To the tiger sharks. Kia herself has a very large shark bite scar behind her blowhole and before her dorsal fin. It's like a dinner plate size, which on an adult dolphin doesn't look so big. She was 2 when she was bitten. She did survive. We didn't think she would. It was a very large bite. And she's healed really well. Now she's a mum. So we're waiting for Kia before we rinse. Kia's just taking her time. Lovely girl. So Piccolo has got 2 grams.
Bit of a mixed bag yesterday with beautiful morning, nice still water, so I went for a swim and had an encounter with a dolphin, and then went and watched the dolphin experience. But then after breakfast and that, the weather closed in again. Well, when I say closed in, it was still partly cloudy, so the sun was peeking through at times, but the wind got up, and yeah, I wasn't game enough to take the kayak out in that sort of wind, so yeah, I just hung around the camp and went and had some lunch in the restaurant, so and a beer, and yeah, that was it for me for today. Today's a travel day. I'm heading only half an hour down the road to Nanga Bay, which will get me half an hour closer to Steeppoint, which I want to do tomorrow. So yeah, packing up and heading out today. So yeah, that's about it. Sam's fun fact, we're talking about dolphins again. So generally, dolphins sleep with only one brain hemisphere in slow wave sleep at a time, thus maintaining enough consciousness to breathe and to watch for possible predators and other threats. Sleep stages earlier in sleep can occur simultaneously with both hemispheres in captivity. Dolphins seemingly enter a fully sleep state where both eyes are closed and there is no response to mild external stimuli. That's if they're in captivity. There you go. In this case, respiration is automatic. A tail click reflex keeps a blowhole above the water if necessary. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to clean up, hook up, and get on the road. So I'm in Nanga, near Nangabay. So it was just a quick 40-minute hop down the road from Monkeymia here to Nangabay, which is part of the Sharkbay Shire Council. Yeah, so I came in yesterday. It's a bit of an old park. It's quite run down actually. There's only I can only see 3 of us here, so the place has got, you know, it's not full with that, but it could be a really nice place. The weather's not playing ball with me today or yesterday. It's quite cloudy. What have I put up there? Yeah, it's cloudy. So this would be, yeah, it would be stunning with the sun out. I had a little bit of sun yesterday and you could tell that it would be stunning down there. I went down there to a bit of a fish, but the water's too shallow. The tide was way out. Yeah, wasn't much luck, and the wind, it was up again. I haven't had much luck with the wind either, so yeah. Yeah, now that I'm down below the 26 parallel again. So yeah, so today I'm going to try and do a run, or I'm going to attempt to get to Steeppoint, which is the westernmost point on mainland Australia. About a 2.5 hour drive. This camp was really the closest I could get. You can camp out at Steeppoint, but not with a caravan. You have to, it's a 4-wheel drive track in. Alright, so that's what I'm going to try and do today. It's about 2.5 hours, 3 hours to get there, and I'll shoot out there so I can say I've been there, and then might throw a line in, and then come back again. So that'll be my whole day. Okay, so Sam's fun fact. So Sharkbay is located in the Gascoyne region of the Midwest and made up of 2 peninsulas, on the westernmost point of Australia. It's a 2.2 million hectare World Heritage Area, and the main settlement is Denham. Sharkbay population of is approximately 900 or 1,000 people. Things that are here in Sharkbay, the World Heritage listing, it's Monkeymia, where I've just been, Shell Beach, Hamlin Pool, Steeppoint, Cape Inscription, Dirk Hartog Island, Francois Perron National Park, Ocean Park Aquarium, and the Sharkbay World Heritage Discovery and Visitor Centre. So quite a bit to do around Sharkbay. On my next lap, I'll spend more time here and a little bit later in the year. So I think if you got here in mid-September and spent 3 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks here, there'd be plenty to do here. It'd be really an awesome place to stay. There's quite a few free camps and that sort of stuff. Alright, so I'm going to clean up and make my attempt at Steeppoint. That's the end of the bitumen. We've still got 120 kilometres to go, so it looks like it's dirt road for the next 120. I think it turns into sand at some point as well. So I'm at the air down point, so I've just aired my tyres down, and then I think this is where we head into the more softer part of the run. We've got 45 kilometres to go, so this will be interesting. Ton of sand dunes, like it's just miles of sand dunes by. Terrain just keeps changing, it's amazing. They certainly saved the worst for last. It's been a while since the grade has been up on this bloody road, I can tell you. It is bloody shocking. Corrugations. Bloody hell. Oh man. There's a ferry coming in from Dirk Hartog Island. You can only get one vehicle on it at a time. It was a bit of a mission. I'm at Steeppoint, the most westerly point in Australia. Look at that.